Enjoy this sneak peek from CX Auto 2026, hosted by Thought Leadership Summits in partnership with Automotive News Congress.
That's where I see sort of that bar raising in retail is, you're not going to see as many customers, but when they come in, they're leaning in and interested. I don't know, Nespresso is another one that I would say they're trying to get you to experience coffee. I don't know if that matters, but that's what they're looking at it, right?
Well, I think it does matter, right? When we think about cars are an experience.
Yeah.
They can be a good experience, they can be a bad experience, they can be all of the things in your ownership journey. But at the end of the day, they're an experience. And it turns out, which probably should have been no surprise to us, most customers, I don't really think want to do that entire transaction online. I mean, Don't you want to touch and feel the product? Don't you want someone who you can come back to when you have questions about it? And so I think online is an important component of the process. Certainly you can get some of the research done, certain steps of the process. You can maybe figure out how much you think you're going to qualify for, all of those things, right? That can make the in-store experience, one of the complaints you always see is that it takes too long, right?
Yeah.
So if we can, again, we need to respect people's time, right? So if they're going to come in store, we need to value that time and make sure that it's the most impactful time we can have together.
Yeah.
But I think to your point, the internet didn't take over the car dealerships, right? And I don't think it ever will.
No, I mean, you look at retail examples like Apple, for example, or Tiffany's, for example, to pick a different vertical. And I think even BMW tried this with a Genius, which is kind of taken from Apple. But, at the end of the day, people just have questions. And I thought it was really interesting in the early days of digital retail's resurgence. I had pitch battles between these different companies, and they would say, oh, it's all going online, and oh, that's all going to happen. And the reality is, if that was true, Tesla wouldn't have retail locations. If that was true, Slate, which is a new entrant, probably won't have. They'll have retail locations. If that was true, Polestar wouldn't have retail locations.
Yeah.
So I think retail is part of it. I do think that retail will evolve over time.
Get your ticket today for CX Auto 2026, hosted by Thought Leadership Summits in partnership with Automotive News Congress.